Football fans, players and clubs around the world have been paying tribute to Celtic legend Billy McNeill, who has passed away at the age of 79. The first man to lift the European Cup for a British side has a special place in world football. Celtic chief executive Peter Lowell, in an emotional tribute on the Celtic website, said today is the saddest of days for the Celtic family, and also for the wider football world. Manager Neil Lennon said, "This is more than a club, with Celtic known throughout the world, and it is because of people like Billy McNeill that this is the case. He was a giant of the game, a true Celtic legend and someone that we will all miss." The strength of feeling towards the legendary McNeill can be seen by the comments by those he encountered and influence, with former Celtic player Virgil van Dijk one of the first to reply to the news, tweeting a praying emoji in response to the news on Twitter, @CelticFC. Rest in peace, Cesar. You'll never walk alone. Billy McNeill is not only a Celtic legend but world football legend. Picture, SNS at John Hartson 10. Sad news, the great Billy McNeill has passed away. A true giant of the game, leader and inspirational figure. RIP. Big man thoughts are with the McNeill family at this sad time, @TonyCran69. Sad news indeed. A giant of the game and of our club. Rest in peace, Cesar. I would meet him occasionally in and around Celtic Park. Rest in peace, Billy. @Aberdeen FC. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of our former manager, Billy McNeill, who has passed away at the age of 79. @Hibernian FC. Everyone at Easter Road was saddened to hear of the passing of Billy McNeill, who spent a short time at Hibs as mentor to then-manager Jim Duffy. @Jamtar. Everyone at Heart of Midlothian Football Club was saddened to hear of the passing of Billy McNeill, one of Scottish football's all-time greats. Our thoughts are with his family and friends at this difficult time. @Man City. We are sad to learn of the passing of Billy McNeill, who managed the club between 1983 to 86. Everyone at Manchester City would like to send our sincere condolences to Billy's family. @Kearney2. Heartbroken over the passing of my great friend and captain Billy McNeill. A huge blow for the Celtic family, but a devastating loss for Liz, Susan, Libby, Carol, Paula and Martin. My thoughts and prayers are with them today. RIP my friend, @NeilSimi8. Sad news. Billy signed me for Aberdeen and I'm forever grateful for his encouragement and words of advice throughout my career when I met him. Great man will be sadly missed. @AndrewRoberts05. One of the all-time greats. A legend of the game. Rest in peace. @FIFA.com. Billy McNeill, @CelticFC. In 1967, he became the first British man to lift the European Cup, one of a staggering 3-1 major trophies he won with Celtic as player and manager. Legend Billy McNeill enjoys the pain of family, friends and the entire emblematic club. Our thoughts are with Billy's family. RIP Billy McNeill. @Kilmarnock FC. Everyone at Kilmarnock FC is deeply saddened to hear of the passing of a Scottish football icon. Our thoughts are with Billy's family and all at Celtic FC at this sad time. @A Red Pov. An absolute Goliath of Scottish football was Billy McNeill and laid the foundations for Aberdeen's most successful period with the signings of the likes of Strawn. Strode into the dugout in a bright red shirt for his first game in charge of the Duns. Legend, @Andy Mitten, researched and spoke to Billy McNeill when ghosting P. Cree Ransbook. They were close. Played side by side, Billy headed. When Stein signed BM for Celtic, he asked Billy's parents, "If he's cheeky, can I scalp him one?" Their final. Desperately sad to hear of the passing of Billy McNeill. A fine Aberdeen manager who laid a considerable foundation upon which those to follow could build. Still the highest winning percentage of any manager in AFC history. @Alistair Lamont. Very sad news. A gentleman and a legend. @Jordank1107. Terrible news. A truly horrific illness. He is someone who all football fans should have the utmost respect for. What the Lisbon Lions achieved is still one of the best stories in football. @PeterMsport. The captain's captain. RIP Billy McNeill. Sad news of Billy McNeill's passing. He was a true giant of the game. immortalized by that iconic image of him lifting the European Cup. He also spoke bravely about his battle with dementia, at Williams and Keff. Sad to hear this. A Scottish football legend who, holding that huge piece of European silverware in his hands, along with Muhammad Ali, Neil Armstrong. Rip Billy McNeill, at Peter Smith, the first British player to lift the European Cup, has died. Billy Cesar McNeill MBE captained Celtic through the club's most successful era and then twice managed the club he loved, winning 31 major trophies. He suffered from dementia in the years before his death. He was 79. I lived near Big Cesar McNeill growing up, and he always found time to stop and chat with anyone, the kids and the adults, the ones in Celtic tops and the ones in Rangers tops. A gentleman from another era in Scottish football where mutual respect and admiration prevailed, at Field Gunner 12. Hail Cesar, rest in peace big man, at Raycom. Hearing the sad news about Billy McNeill's passing. In addition to being the ultimate Lisbon Lion, Billy was in demand on TV in the 80s. I was lucky to broadcast a live Scotland game on BBC TV in Saudi Arabia side by side with him. A great man. Thoughts with Billy's family. Rip, at Liam Moynihan, a true great. The first Brit to get his hands on OL big ears, and a king on and off the pitch. Love to his family and to Celtic FC, at Alan Burrows. My condolences to Billy's family and friends at this sad time. One of Scottish football's greatest ever players, born and bred in Lanarkshire. Rest in peace, Billy, at 90 minutes and a captain, leader, icon, the greatest, at Rangers FC_1872, clearly a Rangers fan but huge respect to Billy McNeill, a giant of the Scottish game. He will be missed. Rip, at Roberts1521, Rip Billy McNeill, a leader, a legend, a gentleman, a role model. Prayers for all the family, at BabyBoo44444444. We've lost the most iconic figure in the history of Celtic Football Club. Billy McNeill was Mr. Celtic. Thank you for everything you've given us as a player, manager and ambassador. May perpetual light shine upon him. Rip Billy, at MattMCGlow9, this is devastating. Billy McNeill, an absolute icon of a man. One of the most supportive men you could ever meet. God always look after you, Billy, at Jerry Quiff. Thanks Billy, you gave us hope, you gave us joy, you gave us memorial. Rest in peace. Hail hail, YNWA, at One of the Boys 88, thoughts and prayers to all his family. He lived a life that gave so much joy to others. Every one of us as little boys lay in bed dreaming of being Billy McNeill in Lisbon lifting that big cup aloft. Our kids will no doubt have the same dreams and he will live on through them. At Retta1TCH1, a true leader, a lion and a gentleman. Legend is the most overused word in the dictionary, but it applies here. He embodied everything that is good about our club. Condolences to the McNeill family, at Orches, Immortal, at Fritz Ograndold. It is often said no single person is bigger than Celtic Football Club, but Billy McNeill put that theory to an enormous test. A colossus and a giant of the game whose legend was only ever passed down to my generation by others, something that will continue for decades to come. Let's block ads. Why?